Hey everybody, it's Cole with Pirate Pete CCG. I just want to give everybody an update on what's going on at Pirate Pete. It's been a long time since I've done a video. So I have been I think in July, I guess this month will mark 2 years of me being in business and doing Pirate Pete. Started off on eBay, doing little things, built a website, and the website has just been building it larger and larger. I have just recently pulled everything off of eBay, and honestly, it's kind of nice to have a little break, to be able to get some other things done that I need to do. If you buy from me on eBay, I intend in the next couple of weeks to get everything put back up on there, but I'm completely redoing my inventory and like SKUs, just all sorts, the whole structure of my inventory, and syncing it with my website and then eBay. And when I first started Pirate Pete, my website, I'm using Wix, and it's just, kind of you go in, you can drag things to make your GUI however you want it. Just something easy, which I wasn't intending Pirate Pete to become what it has, which is, I've had a lot of support from people in the community, Star Wars CCG, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, just all the dead CCG stuff. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So what I have been doing probably for the last year, I've been buying very heavily, buying collections, different games, and I just honestly running out of man hours to do things. When I first started this, it started off just selling on eBay, and the intention was to sell kind of casually on eBay. But I did more. So one of the things, I have a 2-year-old. When I first started this, I was like, well, my wife and I decided that she has her dream job, working at the VA. And I was doing a lot of traveling, working IT. And so with a new child coming in, I was going to stay home and take care of kids. And so this has been kind of my side thing that I've been doing, which it's become a full-time thing again. But it still gives me a lot of flexibility to do the things that I want to do with my kids, and so I'm very grateful for that. Grateful for my wife for being supportive with it. And when she may have had intentions of a couple hours a week thing, and it has not turned into that, or it's turned into something other than that. So just many thanks to my wife for being supportive. But I've been buying heavily, and I don't have enough time to sort everything, get everything inventoried. I've recently hired a couple of people to help, just not many hours, but just help sort through stuff, and inventory stuff, so I can get it up on the website. And then if you're in the Oklahoma City area and you're into dead CCGs and you want some extra money or trade, I'd love to have any help I can with sorting. It's just a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. Before my wife gave birth to our daughter, we used to sit up and sort cards, watch TV, and that was a lot of fun. But times have changed, and just a 2-year-old and an 8-year-old, it takes a lot of time. So that's my goal. Foremost goal is to get all of my inventory, singles and then sealed up because Star Wars CCG is kind of my baby, and I'm even way behind on that. I have probably, I don't know, I've got a couple of cases of boosters that I haven't even looked at, some Young Jedi cases. I've got a lot of stuff that I just need to get up for sale. So the other thing that I have been doing is the Pirate Pete collector app. I don't know if anybody's ever used it. It started off again just like everything else, and I everything. I start off with just very simple design intentions, and just something that's almost a glorified spreadsheet that I could have on my phone, and it's turned into so much. The app has turned into so much more than that. And then also, it makes, my intention on the app was I wanted to give people, there's just not a whole lot of support for dead CCGs. When I first started back into stuff, Category 1, Card Game Geek, those were the places you would go to find what set a card was in, or get some sort of pricing info, and they're still good for that, but it's those pretty much are the only two places. Some other places, here and there, but those are I guess the big guys. And we all have our phones. We have our phones in our hands so much during the day. And I come from kind of a software background. I worked for a software company that developed finance software for quite a long time. I was quality assurance manager, and when I worked there, I taught myself and did did decent amount of programming myself. But I haven't done anything with software in, let's take 2026. Yeah, probably 10 years. So Python, I'm using Python, and it's been interesting. But which our finance software was VB, if anybody's Visual Basic, if anybody is programming from a long time ago. But so I've just really enjoyed making the app, and I've gotten a lot of feedback from users. That's been nice. Just trying to improve it. Again, like I said, it started off with just very, very small intentions of being able to, other than a Google spreadsheet or Excel spreadsheet of some sort, having being able to see what you have. And then I was always curious, values, and I wanted to know how much my collection was worth, which this is retail prices. A lot of times you can get, if you do private party, 15-20% lower. But yeah, the app's just been growing. I just released version 2.0. I think it got approved with Apple yesterday or today, and then Android gets approved pretty quickly. It's been out for a couple of days, which has new skins for themes. Makes it look a little bit nicer. So again, with the app, if you have any suggestions, and I guess to talk about the app a little bit more, it will, because I'm going to do a separate video on the app. It will grow into sealed. That is pretty far down the road. What I want to do is first get a lot of the games and then sets within those games like 100% correct, There's there are just issues with there. I think the total card library is like 450 something thousand cards. There's issues that I need to work through. Missing cards, duplicates. I just finished reworking all of the Star Wars CCG because some of the, like in the merge databases, when it was merging in sets, it was seeing Reflections 3 defense cards, defensive shields, and then like the Dagobah card, and it like merged those, and then so I lost them from some of the sets, and then it put them in Reflections 3, and then it was using the image for the not the defensive shield. So there's a lot of stuff like that that I need to work through, which I do have a report tool. If there's a incorrect image or missing image, you can actually if you have the card, you can take a picture and hit report, and it'll upload it to my database, and it's a quarantine section, and then I can take a look at that later and decide if I want to add that to the specifically for photos. I can add it, or you could just give a comment, and so I can start creating like basically, I guess I'd call them tickets to fix certain things. If something's in the wrong set, or if there's a naming error or something like that. But I do see this as a very long time project. I seem to work on it in spurts. So I may, but that's also good because it gives time for people to use it and give me feedback, and then me work through that feedback and come up with a plan to fix things. What else have we got? I'm just a rambler sometimes. If you play Star Wars CCG in the Oklahoma City group, or Oklahoma City area, we have a growing group. Shoot me a message, cole@piratepetecg.com, and or if you're close, I can add you to the group. We get together once a month. So Dallas folks, North Texas people, Kansas, anybody in the immediate area, or not immediate area, somewhat close, we would love to have you. I've slowed down on buying a little bit just because it doesn't make business sense to keep buying when I can't get through the stuff I've already purchased 3 months ago. So I am still buying, and like if you've used the app, that part of that thing is if you've used the app, just bear with me. I am trying to work through some of the quotes that were sent through, but I also I'm trying to, because my pricing, when I first did that, my pricing was just a flat percentage. I had some parameters in there, but flat percentage. But now I've actually got an actual buy list with different prices. That's not just like a flat percentage of my retail price. But then I also have other parameters in there, like it's synced up with my inventory. So you may see inventory max on there if you try to add something. Just because I can't, even at buying something at 3 cents, somebody just I get quotes for 3,000 cards, and at 3 cents, and I don't need 3,000 Tatooine dark sides. So if you are wanting to sell stuff, look at the quote. Send me another one. So the other thing is I've been so busy, and I apologize. The last 2 weeks I'm kind of embarrassed at how long it's taken me to get orders out. The holiday, 4th of July, the holidays, and then we took off and went up to Kansas City, went to go to a World Cup game. That was a wild ride. Also, we drove up to Kansas City, stopped halfway in Emporia, and my daughter woke up with 103 temperature, and she, which we were going to take her to the game, but she was. I didn't know this happened with kids. I didn't remember. It never happened with my son, but she was hallucinating. That was kind of scary. So my father-in-law came and picked my wife and daughter up and took them back, and my son and I went on to the game. We went to a Royals game and then a World Cup game, Curacao and Ecuador, which I was a goalkeeper, so it was a 0-0 game, but it was a very exciting 0-0 game because there was a lot of saves. It was a fun time, but so just some personal time I was taking, and then just really struggling to get through inventory, get stuff inventoried. So I'm looking at talking to a couple of local stores at kind of contracting out, just sorting. I give them a set, and I just need them to alphabetize it and give me inventory counts. So hopefully I can do that and we can get through some stuff. But I don't know. I've got some. What else have I got going on? I have a playmat that I was having artwork done on for Star Wars CCG. Hopefully that gets done pretty soon. But just kind of, it's the dimensions are for a 6-foot table. It is an entire 6-foot table. And then somebody from the Dead CCG group, Anthony Fasano's doing all the artwork for it. It's looking awesome so far, but I'll be ordering a bunch of those for myself, and just to I don't know how I'm going to do those yet, but I kind of also intend to send that artwork out for people if they want to, or the file out. So if people want to order them for themselves, they can. What else we got? It's 11:45. I'm tired. I can't think. A lot of times I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants trying to do things. If I had the time, I'd probably sit down, write me an outline of what I was going to make the video about, but just don't have a whole lot of time right now. So Pirate Pete's doing well. I've just really enjoyed it. I get to see a lot of cards a lot of games that I've just never seen before. Didn't get to play as a kid. And, I'm really enjoying it. So, and it again, like it's very flexible. I can be very flexible about how much and when I work. But so again, I apologize if you've ordered from me and it's taken a little bit to get out. I've got a big portion of stuff inventoried, so I'm gonna kind of start focusing on just getting orders out. My goal is a day or two after they're ordered, but sometimes life just doesn't work that way. If you're going to be in Oklahoma City on, I'm going to do, so at Game HQ in Oklahoma City, I think it's from 1 to 5. They kind of open it up to vendors. So I'm going to be doing that. I think they call it a kind of garage sale. I did my first, not like card show vending, but it was at a local card shop that has a huge card hall. And that was a lot of fun. They had a lot of stuff out there. It was awesome. So I may try to get into a couple of card shows. It seems like I, I want to go to Gen Con. I'm not going to make it this year. I'll see about next year, but it always falls that I think that first week in August, which is my son's birthday, and he has his birthday party. So it's every year. The last 2 or 3 years I've looked at it, it just hasn't looked like it would work out. But hopefully I can get to go to Gen Con. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of wrap it up here. If you have anything that I haven't responded to in email, and that's another thing. I'm just business wise. I'm trying to I've organized my inbox a little bit better because I miss emails so many times with kids. Man, I'll be somewhere, be at a little play place or the park or something, and I'll see an email. I'll look at it, and then my daughter distracts me, and I forgot that I read it. So I'm working on that, but. If you've reached out to me and I haven't responded, just reach out to me again, and I am sorry. I'll get to you. Just may need a refresher, but yeah. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July, safe 4th of July. Thanks for listening to me ramble a little bit.